And we conclude this final Raw Top 10 with the best matches, or my favorite matches, in Raw history. What's up, guys? It's me, the ALE Double X Prince. And I am here to give you the final list. My 10 favorite matches in Raw history. These are the matches that got me, that I enjoyed a lot, and I just had a great time watching them. Um, and as far as like this list goes, well, let's just get into it. There's a lot of Shawn Michaels matches, both honorable mentions and on the list, which is a weird thing to see. Like, damn, there's a lot of Shawn Michaels stuff. Like, you'll see, like, the honorable mentions, Shawn Michaels versus Shelton Benjamin. You guys are probably like, what? From May 2nd, 2005. Great match. Didn't quite make it on the list. Edge versus Ric Flair from January 16, 2006. Yeah, that didn't make it either. Daniel Bryan versus Antonio Cesaro from July 22nd, 2013 didn't make it. Charlotte and Sasha Banks. You could take any other matches from 2016. They didn't make it on the list. Seth Rollins versus Dean Ambrose from August 19, 2014. Also didn't make it. Great match. CM Punk versus Daniel Bryan from January 30th, 2012. Eddie Guerrero versus Rob Van Dam, the ladder match from May 27, 2002. TLC 4 didn't make it. Basically, TLC with Kane, the Dudleys, or the Half Dudleys, whatever you want to call them, the Un-Americans, Jeff Hardy, Rob Van Dam, that one didn't make it on the list. Randy Orton versus Daniel Bryan from December 16, 2013 didn't make it. And the one that just missed it was Jeff Hardy versus Shawn Michaels from February 11, 2008. All amazing matches of Raw. They deserve to be on pay-per-view, some of them, but they didn't quite make the list. But yeah, kicking it off at number 10 is John Cena versus Shawn Michaels, not from 2007. We'll get to that one. But this one took place January 12, 2009. At the time, we had this ridiculous storyline that Shawn Michaels was broke or something, so he ended up working with JBL, and then this eventually led to Shawn Michaels trying to get money with JBL. He's doing everything he did, and then JBL was trying to be the world champion. The storyline was ridiculous, but what did lead some greatness into this was John Cena versus Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels ends up winning the match. It was an amazing match. This match was just incredible. One of the best matches out there. This was, in fact, one of the most underrated matches in Raw history. One of the best of 2009. Even John Cena has admitted, I think in the interviews, like, yeah, no one ever talks about this one. Everybody talks about our 2007 match, but what about this one? Like, this is the one where I was just like really proud of, just because of the names that came. Because in 2007, John Cena was still a veteran in a way, but he was slowly becoming the John Cena we all know and hate. But yeah, this match was incredible. I had a blast watching it. I thought this was one of the best encounters for both men. So yeah, go out of your way and watch it. You will not be disappointed with this match. It took place January 12, 2009, so I really highly recommend this match. At number 9, the British Bulldog and Owen Hart versus Shawn Michaels and Stone Cold Steve Austin from May 26, 1997. One of the best tag team matches out there. You got two members of the Hart versus Shawn Michaels and Austin, two guys who hated each other at the time with the storyline. You know, I like the story of like teams hating on each other. They kind of redo it a lot these days, but when it worked, it worked, and this was one of those times that it worked, and it was a great match. Just the encounters with everybody, Shawn Michaels and Austin, just, you know, both two men that hated the Hart family in this year, so it was just a good overall match, good story, and I had a blast watching this match. At number 8, Mick Foley versus Terry Funk from May 4th, 1998. This match was insane. Just two men beating the shit out of each other. I'm a big fan of both these men, so you know this match is gonna be great. You know, eventually I think this led to the dumpster truck incident where it's freaking the New Age Outlaws lock him in a dumpster truck, and it was just a good match. Just two men beating the shit out of each other, and just overall just showing how great and aggressive two underdogs could be. At number 7, Shawn Michaels versus Triple H from December 29th, 2003. At the time Triple H was feuding with Goldberg, it was time to move on from that. And he takes on Shawn Michaels. This match was incredible. I just had a blast watching it. This did lead to a draw, but it was a good match. I mean, showing the best out of the two men. You know, people argue that Triple H and Shawn Michaels had a ridiculous amount of matches, but you can't deny that they were bad or something. I mean, they were amazing. That's what I'm trying to say. Keep messing up my words, but I just had a blast watching this match. Yeah, one of the best Raw. I believe this is the culmination of 2003. Yeah, December 29th, 2003. One of the best out there. Highly recommend this match. Number 6 is a match that people say, like people have told me that I've overrated this match, but I think it's just great. John Cena versus Cesaro from July 6, 2015. This was the night where they main evented. Like the following night, John Cena was doing open challenges. The previous week, Cesaro went for the open challenge. They had a great match, an amazing match, but this one topped it just because they put it in the rightful spot in the main event. Granted, this is the time where I felt like Cesaro should have won it, but it was still great, and it just proved that Cesaro is in fact one of the best and deserves to be the World Heavyweight Champion. I don't know why they haven't given him a shot, but he definitely deserves to be at the top. This was an amazing match. John Cena and Cesaro just had a great match. And I believe this, at the end of the match, Kevin Owens attacks Cesaro. Not Cesaro, John Cena, because that was the main feud and at Battleground. Yeah, just an incredible match, and showing you that maybe the main event could be a mid-card match if done right, and this is definitely one of them. So I really had a blast with this match. At number 5, Stone Cold Steve Austin and Triple H, the two-man power trip versus Chris Jericho and Chris Benoit from May 21st, 2001, the night Triple H tore his quads. Other than that, this was an amazing match. I mean, I already talked about this in the best championship wins of Jericho and Benoit, two guys who you wouldn't believe would be a guy like a Steve Austin and a Triple H, but they did, and it was just an incredibly good match. Just four of the best, two veterans and two in a way they were all veterans, but you look at Jericho and Benoit, you would never see like today those two guys beating two guys like a Austin and a Triple H. So it just stood out for me a lot, and it was just a phenomenal match. It was one of the best. At number 4, Owen Hart versus Davey Boy Smith from March 3rd, 1997. Two guys who were tag teaming. They were the tag team champions, and they just decided to go at it and brawl, and they had a kick-ass match. This was just an incredible match. Just good reversals, good back and forth. A lot of people would put this at number 1, and I could see why, but I don't know. Number 4 is kind of low now that I think about it, but that's just showing you how great the other 3 matches were for me. But yeah, Davey Boy Smith and Owen Hart, it was just an amazing match, and it was one of the best, and I definitely recommend it. At number 3, John Cena versus CM Punk from February 25th, 2013, or as what people call it, the real main event of WrestleMania 29. That's how amazing this match was. People have said this should have been the main event of WrestleMania, not The Rock and John Cena 2. If anything, it should have been John Cena, Punk, and The Rock fighting at WrestleMania, but instead, or hell, like I said, this match definitely would have been it. I mean, we had pile drivers. This is around the time where John Cena tried to be like this flippy guy doing freaking hurricanranas and stuff. He botched it at first, but it was still great. This is just a good back and forth match, showing you how great these guys work in the ring. Two of the best. Sadly, this was one of the few things that pissed off CM Punk, because he wasn't in the main event of WrestleMania. But I mean, you can't deny this match was just amazing, and I had a great time watching the match. It was one of the best and rightfully deserved to be at WrestleMania. Now, yeah, this match 2 and 1 are matches I would definitely put at WrestleMania just because of the spectacle and just how amazing they were. At number 2, Bret Hart versus Owen Hart from March 27, 1995. One of the few good things that happened in 1995 was Bret Hart and Owen Hart. Honestly, this should have been the main event of WrestleMania 11. Think about it. How amazing would it be a no-holds-barred match? The previous year, they opened the show, and this year they closed the show. It was just... They dropped the ball with these two, and it's sad to see it, but yeah, these two guys just had a classic, a clinical classic. I mean, it's two brothers that love each other, and they have fought, and they have just tore the house down back and forth. This is gonna go down as one of my favorites. WrestleMania 10 will easily never be topped, but this is definitely a debatable one. And I kind of hate that I didn't put it at number 1, but number 1 for me just sticks out for me a lot more just because of where was I when I watched it. But yeah, this was definitely one of the best. But number 1 for me, you guys might already guessed it, John Cena and Shawn Michaels from April 23rd, 2007, 1 hour. And this is the proper way of doing 1 hour of pure good wrestling. I mean, granted, you did have commercial breaks, but that's besides the point. This was one of the best match. This is the best match in Raw history because it just went above and beyond what WrestleMania did. I mean, I love the WrestleMania match, but this one was even better just because of just how hyped the crowd was. The UK crowd wasn't that bad, and it was just a great match, and Shawn Michaels went over, so that's an even bigger positive for me. So, this is, like I said, my favorite match of Raw. I was 8 years old watching this match, and I was just blown away with how great Shawn Michaels and John Cena worked together. Because, you know, when you're a little kid, yes, you're going to be a John Cena fan, but you're not going to realize that, you know, what was going on behind the scenes of John Cena being at top sucked. But you can't deny this match was just so great. I loved it. It was just one of the best and my favorite match in Raw history. One of my favorites, John Cena and Shawn Michaels matches. So that's saying a lot. So there you go. Those are my 10 favorite matches in Raw history. Comment down some that I miss. Comment down your 10 favorite Raw matches. It's me, the ALE Double X Prince. Next time I come, I'm actually gonna talk about the feedback video I was talking about, because I have to confess a couple of little things just for the future of this channel. But besides that, it's me, the ALE Double X Prince. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and until then, I'm out.